Not terrorists, by the way, but we're very, very committed. We don't agree with terrorists, but we're very committed. We're committed to love Radha Hari. We're committed to love their people. We're committed to love Srila Prabhupada. We're committed to loving each other in a way that will be pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. Then comes Iskcon law. Iskcon law is actually was established by Srila Prabhupada himself, by the way. Just so you know, it wasn't ordinary people who did this. This is Srila Prabhupada's writings. And governs all matters relating to Iskcon. Governs all matters relating to Iskcon. Every matter in Iskcon is governed by Iskcon law. And contains all GBC resolutions. Because the GBC get together every so often, make resolutions, because there are issues, there are opportunities. So they make resolutions. They get together and make resolutions. And they publish those resolutions so everybody can see. Where can you see it? The website is iskcon.gbc.org. iskcon.gbc.org. Okay? You can just hit Iskcon GBC, you'll see that site going. All the resolutions are there. You can read them, what they decide. And calls for unified preaching strategies in each zone. Unified preaching strategy. All of us should know what is the preaching strategy of Phoenix. Now, can any of you tell me right now what is the preaching strategy of Phoenix? Put your hand up if you know the preaching strategy of Phoenix today. See, this is what it is. We're not unified. We need to get unified. We need to publish our strategy and say this is the unified strategy that the GBC, the local temple president, and their team have come up with. And then we're all unified on the same page. Most religions, all churches are very unified. You can't go to a certain church and do your own thing. They'll show you the door the first minute you do your own thing. Forget 1 day, 5 days, but we are very tolerant. People who are even against the temple president will be allowed to visit the temple. Of course, at the point it has to stop, because we can't do that way. It very much displeases Prabhupada. And then the deities get disturbed, and then the whole movement suffers in that local period. So, our idea is we need to have that created very quickly. And the importance of cooperation. Srila Prabhupada, like I said, this was his final instruction. If you want to show your love to me, then show it by cooperating. So if you don't cooperate, we're saying to Prabhupada, I do not love you. I love myself more than I love you. And I'm going to do what I want. Thank you very much. That is not our plan. Second, it helps guard against internal conflict. When we actually try to cooperate with Srila Prabhupada's instructions, his way of how to do things, his telling us how to do it, then it avoids conflict, because we understand we're doing it for Prabhupada's pleasure. So okay, it didn't happen my way. That's okay. Prabhupada is happy. The relationships are more important than the issues. We sometimes get bent out of shape on issues. That's what's wrong with the material world. It's not the issue, it's the relationship. The relationship is sambandha. Our whole philosophy can be put in 3 words: sambandha, abhidhaya, and prayojana. Sambandha means our relationship with Krishna and Krishna's creation. Abhidhaya means our process, how to make that relationship perfect again. And prayojana means what is our final goal. Our final goal is love of Krishna. So relationships are more important than issues. And finally, we have to be servants of the servants. This is our goal. Lord Chaitanya said that we should be servants of the servants. Dasa dasa anudasa. Gopil bhartu padakamalayur dasa dasa anudasa. We have to be the servants of the servants of the servants. And I showed you the system in Iskcon, how we do that. And we also have our gurus. By the way, the gurus follow the same system as well. The gurus follow exactly the same system, although they're very powerful. They all agree. In fact, this year, in the GBC meetings, they came out with a statement that shows that even the gurus accept this system and say, we will follow this system. So please, we are servants. We should be servants of the servants. That is our goal. Not I will be leader of the servants. We're not into servant leadership. We're into leader-servant. We want to be servants, not leaders. And whoever is appointed as leader, generally they don't want to be leader anyway, because they know what's going to happen when they become leader. It's like, Radha Madhava Prabhu keeps telling me, when you have position, there will be opposition. Position means opposition. Yes, that's the nature of material world. So nobody wants the position. Of course, some people want it because they're very ambitious. Then they'll find out very soon, you can't hold that position without the blessings of Radha Madhavari, and without the blessings of Srila Prabhupada, and without the blessings of the GVC, and without the blessings of the local GVC. It's not going to happen. Many people have become temple presidents and left the temple presidency. Even at this temple, we know that has happened. The blessings and the mercy of senior devotees is the most essential. Our process is what they call a revelatory process. It's by revelation. The seniors reveal it to the juniors reveal it to the next group, and it comes down in parampara like that. We must respect our senior devotees. Prabhupada said the temple president represents him in the temple. The temple president represents the deities. That means a senior person. Even if the person is not senior by age, they're senior by position. And the GBC is even more senior. Harivilas Prabhu is even more senior. We have to respect them. We may not agree in their style. We may be a little unhappy that they chastise us, get mad at us. It happened to me also. Not only my temple president, my GBC also chastised me. I didn't like it. I'm meant to last thousands of years. How much are we supposed to last? No, we don't last 10,000. I haven't seen anybody last 10,000 years. You hope you last 10,000. You hope you last 10 years. 100 years, right? Maybe a little more or less than 100 years. So every year is so important. So then we celebrate every year as our birthday. Because every year marks 1%. In 10 years, 1%. Now we know.